Hello and welcome to the first video of 2021. It feels weird saying that. I haven't produced anything all in December, took a bit of time off, recharged old hobby batteries, but now coming back with a look over what everyone else has done in the Return to Isstvan challenge. And the deadline has elapsed, the challenge is over, the dust has settled. At least that's what I thought. It seems that if you throw a snowball down a mountain, sometimes it just carries on rolling. And I never thought it would develop into an avalanche. I have a lot of angry villagers to explain myself to. Okay, so it's the start of 2021. And it took me by surprise just the amount of people pledging to this project that ended in December. New hobbyists, old hobbyists coming back, all taking up the cause of the betrayal, the betrayed. Everyone returning back to Isstvan. So the think tank over at the Cambrian Synod and I have dreamed up a 3-phase plan. We've all been watching way too many Marvel films for our own good, and we think we can map this out. And you know how the old saying goes, God laughs when man make plans. So here you can have a good chuckle at me. Phase 1. Open up the Facebook group to all. There is a Facebook group. It is set on private. It was originally meant just for a few people to gather together to share and encourage each other in the hobby, share tricks, secrets, color palettes, schemes, and just trade war stories when we did get eventually around to playing the scenarios. We've opened it up to everybody now. It is searchable on Facebook, and there is a link posted on the website. So if you look at Little Legend Studio and type in Return to Isstvan, it'll be the latest one, Return to Isstvan Phase 2. It's free to sign up, of course, it's Facebook, and we'd love to host you there. We'd love to have you. We'd like to gather everyone together in one place so we can chat and just discuss the hobby a little bit more. Phase 2, play through the scenarios in the book. We're fighting COVID more than scheduling on this one. The phase will be this phase will be continuing to drift in the wind until we get a firmer idea on how what our response to COVID will be, the regulations surrounding meetings of mass gatherings, travel, and let's see how the rollout of the vaccination goes. As of recording, it's the 13th of January. So we're still very early on in the year, still very early on in the vaccination rollout. However, there is a plan. There is a plan. At this moment, we do intend to meet in the UK this year and have a gaming weekend centered around Book 1 Betrayal. We want to play all the scenarios there. We want to gather up all the members, the UK members, and if you want to travel from abroad, we'd love to host you over here and just have a ruddy good time. Playing books, because I've owned this book for, a while, and I don't think I've played a single scenario from it, and that's a tragedy. The gaming system in there is brilliant. But, okay, what if you don't live in the UK? What if you can't travel here just for a gaming weekend to play a nearly 10-year-old book? We have you covered. Again, at time of recording, we are in talks with several event organisers. We are in talks with other people to develop a rules pack to take the circus to Adepticon 2022. COVID permitting, we will be hosting a mega battle in one of the most sublimely, one of the biggest events of the year. It's something that's been cancelled 2 years in a row now, and we are very, very keen to get back to it. We do recognise, however, that the scope of collection is quite limited to the Book 1. So, at Adepticon 2022, the mega battle will focus on the Urgal Depression. Yes, we are taking the Return to Isstvan 5. So it opens up, I think, just over half the legions for gamers to be invested in. We've all had that fantasy of running a legion from the original book, or Mechanicum army from the original book. The entire war, the entire war machine of the Imperium is laid bare for you to collect, for you to develop. is something we are quite keen to push. So if you're a Night Lords player, Alpha Legion, Word Bearers, now is your time to start collecting. Feel free to join in the Return to Isstvan challenge. In order to do this, all you have to do is link any social media post with the hashtag Return to Isstvan, and that's it. You're a part of it. The entire intention of this challenge was to get us over the hump, was to give us something to keep our hands occupied during the first COVID lockdown. Now, with subsequent lockdowns on the way, we hope that you'll join us in continuing to keep our hands busy and then perhaps develop into something a little bit more. So let's have a look at the update, shall we? My personal update is Salt Harvest, that's been on the screen this entire time. The metallic for this scheme was actually created using Vallejo Dural Aluminium, then white aluminium, over which a coat of Emperor's Children clear from Forge World was applied. And that will give you a really nice, deep, lustrous metallic purple to start building up the rest of the base from. And blame it on Saul, right? This is the model that started the entire thing, that started the conversation. I've got my hands on one, and I will not only be painting one, but 3 versions of him to show you the differences between grimdark, historical, and an illustrator style when it comes to painting miniatures. The entire process is being recorded and will be made available via Patreon. Okay, let's have a little look-see at what everyone else has been up to, shall we? Okay, so we got some... so this is primarily on Instagram. I like flicking through. Ooh, what's that? What? Why is there an ultramarine tank on here? Bad. Boo. Okay, but you can see it. There's just such a depth, such a variety of different armies being collected here. Weirdly enough, few World Eaters. There aren't that many World Eaters present. Surprising. So hopefully as we move on to 2022 and Isstvan 5, there'll be a few more Word Bearers collections out there. Okay, so we have Zardian Arga with this beautiful, beautiful depiction of Loken. We have some nice Sons of Horus. Absolutely gorgeous Sons of Horus, a nice Night Lord. Letters from the Front did some OSL on a Warlord Titan. My god, look how beautiful that is, the weathering. And there will be Titans in Isstvan 5 as well, which is great. Zardian Arga again, with, I think it's the 3rd time you've collected the Sons of Horus army. Might be the 4th, I'm not sure. Bane of Chaos. Just gorgeous, gorgeous work all round. Ollie Hammer is absolutely slaying it with his loyalist Emperor's Children, with Saul Tarvitz heading the front. We'll be seeing more of him. Lord Scaly with Rylanor the Ancient. I wonder how many Rylanors we'll see. For all your Isstvan 3 purists, there will be an event at Adepticon as well for a side thing going on. Wright's Adventures, Saul Tarvitz, Captain of the Emperor's Children, 10th Company. We've just started that together. He's one of my students. And we have the real Leaky Cheese. I wonder who the fake one is. With a commission that I've painted for him. And you can find more photos of that on LittleLegendStudio.com. Oh, that's my own depiction. Yep. Narcissist I am. I'll let it linger there for a little while. This scheme was actually inspired by Raptor Imperialis, the commentator that you can see on there. Hallam Heretics with a really cool World Eater, I think. The Knights Errant podcast, Isstvan 5 challenge. And we have Ollie Hammer's gorgeous, gorgeous scene of Tarvitz taking on a blood-spattered World Eater. That base, by the way, you can actually buy from a gentleman named Mike Fellhanded. So if you want to look at Mike Fellhanded's Instagram posts or Facebook, he's selling them direct through there at the moment. Okay, Jared A77 has the most amazingly gorgeous purple for his Emperor's Children. Starting the black, block in the black. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of that. Ancient Rylanor. Got just gorgeous work from the 30k channel. Just a constant source of inspiration. 10 Ghosts, Soul Target. I think this is the first one I've actually seen fully painted as well. So congrats, 10 Ghosts. Absolutely gorgeous work. One of the original members of the Isstvan group. Here I have more of Ollie's World Eater champion. That's the dog knocking over my tripod in the background. Good job, puppy. Doesn't look the least bit remorseful. the Legion painter, were just a diabolically good weathered Contemptor Dreadnought. If you want to know how to paint that, he's actually one of my students. He used the Weathering Masterclass to develop that colour scheme. Ultra Empathy. The Legion painter again, we're working on a Matarian alongside one another. Ollie again. Yeah, this is just a showpiece, a showcase for Ollie's brilliance at this point. The schemes he's developing, so I mean, as a collective group of artists, I think this is unrivaled, right? This has to be the most beautiful collection of armies I think that are out there, and to see them all gathered into one place, that's really exciting. So if you did want to participate in the challenge, if you do want to come along to Adepticon 2022, COVID committing, we'd love to host you, we'd love to see you there. Join the Facebook group, hashtag everything, return to Isstvan, get painting, and we'll see you then. That's it for now, until the next Return to Isstvan. Bye 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 bye.